Hey, what's going on? Welcome back to the channel. In this video, we're going to be taking a look at Near Protocol. I do want to say that I'm not a financial advisor. You should do your own research before investing money into crypto. If you haven't seen the previous update, make sure to watch that before watching this one so that you have more context. It's going to be linked in the top right-hand corner of the screen. Now let's jump into the TA. We are on the daily chart trading view. As you can see, we have sort of bottomed out here on the lower level of the support block that we have. So the first higher support block is going to be anywhere from $1.90 all the way down to $1.54. And that's pretty much where we bottomed. Now, if you take a look at the July 2021 bottom, that's roughly in the same area. However, we're already wicking down below, so we're showing some signs of weakness here, but we're getting bought back up pretty quickly. Now, if I zoom in, you can see that we actually closed the candles above the support block's support here, right below the lower level of the support block. And that's good. That's a very good sign. However, this still doesn't indicate that we're not going to go any lower. Now, if we do, you obviously have the support level based on this Fibonacci retracement, the 2.272. So the swing high in this Fibonacci retracement is off of the high that we printed in January and the low that we printed in December 2021. That's how you got the 1.618 target, the $2.90 range. And obviously, since November here, we absolutely plummeted down because of the FTX news. Now, granted, Near isn't as exposed to FTX as Solana was. So we did see a very strong 57% drop. So I think this is a good opportunity to start dollar cost averaging if you were thinking about doing it at these levels here. Also, I'm going to be working on a video regarding Near token and regarding their connection to FTX. They're not as exposed as was Solana, and on top of that, they're not promoting shoes and NFT play to earn projects like Solana is, so they're a lot more credible in my opinion. But I'm not gonna be investing all of my money into the project because I'm not a degen and I don't wanna risk my assets like that. So if we start dipping lower, right, and we come all the way back down to our next support block, which is the area that we created here in December 2020 and November 2020, right? That's the support block that we have, and that's in between $1.10 to 95 cents or 94 cents. That would potentially be our bottom if we see Bitcoin capitulate more, or maybe we get more bearish FTX news. Hopefully not, and hopefully that doesn't affect the Near price as much. But having said that, Near did not pull back before the FTX news. Near was sitting at a 86% correction. So right now, FTX or Near Protocol is sitting at 92% correction off the all-time high. And some altcoins are still sitting at 95, 97%, or already were sitting. So this just goes to show that Near is basically catching up with all the other altcoins and just dropping to those 95 to 99% moves in a bear market that altcoins usually do. And if we manage to hold this upper support block, that would be amazing. We're already getting a bit too overextended on the daily chart because, as you can see, we are quite far away from the 20 EMA. We're quite far away from the 55 EMA on the daily, and that is usually a sign that we might see a move to the upside, at least bouncing off of the 20 EMA here, potentially maybe going a bit higher and retesting $2.25. That could happen just as a relief rally. The 55 EMA is also a major level for us to retest. And on top of that, you also have the 1.618 as a resistance level right now. And we've held that for a couple of months here, or a month really. And we dropped down and we never saw the backtest of resistance. So that could be something that we may see in the coming weeks for Near Protocol. Now let's switch over to the RSI on the, actually this is supposed to be the weekly. Let's quickly switch over to the weekly then. There we go. So on the weekly, as you can see, we are in this channel down pattern as of now, and you all know that channel down patterns typically break to the upside. So we're also going to be targeting this bottom area of the channel down pattern. So you had one touch here in June. The previous one was in February 2022. Before that, we had a fake out in November 2021. And before that, we had a touch in September 2021. So for now, we're still in this downtrend, and we have been ever since September 2021. So when we start breaking out of this structure, I think that is going to be a major, major bullish signal, in my opinion, because once you break a major diagonal resistance trend line, especially on a time frame like the weekly time frame, a large time frame, that is a very, very bullish signal. So I would be careful swing trading at this moment. If you get overextended on the daily and on the 4-hourly, 12-hourly charts, that's fine. You can take some profits when you get up here and just buy back in when you pull back a little bit and make that 10% gain. That's fine. Be careful with that as well. You can get screwed pretty quickly, and you can let your emotions get the best of you. So I've learned to control my emotions and just remove them from my swing trades, because if I were to let my emotions run my trading, I would swing trade every couple of minutes, but at some point I would sell my tokens and the price would just skyrocket, and I would be left down with my cash, not being able to buy back into the price. That is the issue here. So that's why you want to swing trade only when the asset is completely overbought and you know it's going to see a pullback within the next couple of days. That's when it's the most safe. That's the most safe time to take profits and get out of the project altogether, or if you want to buy back in at a cheaper price to increase that token position, then just wait for that 10% pullback, 5% pullback, whatever is good for you. Now let's switch over to the Binance website. Switching over to the 3-day chart is what we looked at last week, as you can see, and I do want to show you the 3-day RSI. As you can see, for now, what we're doing is we're having this resistance zone above us. If I just bring this down a little bit just so you can see that these touches here, these are major important levels for us, because every time you get to that area you get sent back down, and just like over here, just like here. So I'm going to move this back up just so you understand. We're having touches off of that resistance trend line. We basically have two resistance trend lines over here. So you have the one that's over here, the upper trend line, and then you have the lower one, and I just have it as a channel. Okay, and you're getting suppressed down. You're getting suppressed down every single time. You're getting lower and lower and lower. And if you want to draw something like this as well on the RSI here, that could work, because you're technically in this channel down pattern on the 3-day as well, because you're really in a channel down pattern on all time frames, at least the major ones. So at some point, you're going to have to start breaking to the upside. You're already in the overbought, or the oversold, I should say, on the 3-day. The last time you were near that area was back in June 2022, a couple of months ago. And before that, you were never that low. So right now, we are at a historical low for Near Protocol on the Binance website on the 3-day chart. So potentially, you may see a move all the way to the upside here, and we may get rejected from that resistance area, and it's fine. You may take profits, you may wait, whatever you want to do, but I'm just here to tell you that there's going to be a swing trade opportunity. Once we make that 25-30% move to the upside, you can sell, wait for a pullback, buy back in. However, you have to be aware of the fact that the price may not pull back, or may pull back but not as deep as you wanted it to, and it can reverse and continue and go absolutely nuts, and you're left here with your cash. That's why it's the safest option for you is just to sit with your crypto and wait until it absolutely gets overbought and there is no other option but to sell. And that's where your patience comes in, right? Because you need to be patient in order to do that. And on the 3-day chart, we're obviously in this falling wedge. We're holding the support for now. So this is an official support trend line for us. And we are officially in this falling wedge. Your first touch was in June, second touch December, as you can see, multiple touches off the resistance. So boom, boom, you're in this falling wedge. Now, the question is, the next time we approach this resistance zone, are we going to break to the upside, or are we going to get rejected back down just like we did 2 previous times? If that is the case, I would take profits at the trend line and come back into the project at the $1.67 area, right? Because that would be a very nice swing trade opportunity, a 25%. However, that is too risky because waiting for a 25% pullback in a swing trade, in my view, right, and the way I swing trade, I don't wait for that. That would be a nice trade, and that's ideally what you want to do. However, waiting for that 5 to 10% pullback, that could be smarter, or maybe entering off of the 20 EMA on the 4-hourly chart, the 12-hourly chart. Those things are much safer. That means you can get back into the project as soon as you can with some profits, and you can take those profits to a different project, or you can redelegate them into near and buy more tokens with more money. It depends on you, depends on your strategy, but really, like I said, if you're getting really greedy about it and you're, you want the price to go here and you want to sell there, right? And then you want it to come back down here and you want to buy the exact bottom. It's just, that's not how it works. That's not how it works. So just try to get mature in these markets, learn as much as you can. And if you're not comfortable with swing trading, don't force a trade. You can always reach out to me via Telegram. We have our links down below. Ask me a question if you want some support, maybe some tips. Reach out, I'll do my best. And stochastic on the 3-day chart, absolutely in the oversold grade buying opportunity right now. The MACD has printed a bearish cross November 6th, obviously after the FTX news, so that's a confirmation there. So for now, I'm expecting at least a little bit of a relief rally here, because we haven't retested the 20 EMA in quite a while. The last one was back at the beginning of November. So I may be looking at a retest off of the 20 EMA, and that would be a 56% move potentially in December. That is something that we might be looking at, because in these bear markets, we do have strong moves to the upside. Look at this one. Actually, that's not right. Look at this move here. 112% in a bear market. Near did 112% in a bear market. That was crazy, the move it had from June to August. That was an incredible opportunity for you to make money. So yeah, you just have to be smart about this. Hopefully you learned something useful. Hopefully this was a quite entertaining. I try to make it as fun as possible, but if I missed out anything important, please let me know down below in the comment section. Feel free to follow me on Twitter. Feel free to join my Patreon down below in the description, and the Telegram chat and the Discord server as well. I'm gonna catch you in the next one. Goodbye and good night.